Uh-oh. 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 Let's check this out. Let's just see what's up. They walked out en masse. They walked out en masse. That means a lot of them. 1 day strike. Negotiators for the... Oh! And look, would you look at that? Would you look at that? I can't believe my eyes. I'm trying to read the article about the strike on the New York Times, and it's behind a paywall. That is rich. That is literally exactly what I expected, and also just absolutely indicative of the fact that they need to be striking right now. These people at the at the failing New York Times. I can't believe my eyes. I can't believe it. I'm trying to read the fucking headline. Here's the headline. Negotiators for the company and the union, or is this the byline or the description, whatever you call it. Negotiators for the company and the union, which represents most of the newsroom, have failed to come to an agreement on salaries, health, and retirement benefits and other issues. I wonder how Will Shorts feels. I wonder if he's even salaried. Probably. He edits damn near every one of them. But as far as I can tell, as far as I know, and I don't know much, the puzzle constructors are like freelancers. They like sell the puzzles. They're like freelancers, because I know it's a different person usually every single day. There's people, of course, that have multiple puzzles, but Grant Thackeray, I don't think Grant Thackeray is a salaried New York Times employee, and I'd love to support him, but let's see if we can get it on any other thing. NPR, 13 hours ago. Let's get a more recent one. PBS, 21 hours ago. WAPO, Wall Street Journal, BBC News. What do you think? Let's just do a Control F and do crossword. Nothing. The phrase crossword was not found in this article. New York Times employees walked off the job Thursday after more than 1,100 pledged to stop work in one of the most dramatic labor disputes in decades at one of the nation's premier news organizations. That's generous. Editors who usually spend their time editing reporters' news stories were doing the writing themselves on topics from COVID to the war in Ukraine, while typically scoop-driven reporters were taking a pass on the major stories erupting on their beats. Outside the Times' Midtown Manhattan offices, that's a way to save money, get an office in Midtown Manhattan, wow. Employees waved protest signs next to an inflatable rat chanting, "We make the paper, we make the profits." Damn right. The spectacle even extended to the Times' popular online game Wordle, with skirmishes breaking out on Twitter over whether sharing one's daily score was equivalent to crossing a picket line. How about live streaming the puzzle? This is not a decision we take lightly, the employee union wrote in a message to the Times readers on Thursday. We know you count on us all for vital news and information. Members of the New York Times Guild, which covers about 1,400 workers, including non-newsroom departments such as advertising and security, said the 24-hour protest action was the culmination of months of frustration over contract negotiations on a range of issues, particularly compensation. The previous employee contract expired in March of 21. They've been working without a contract for over a year, almost 2 years, and the union accused the company of failing to bargain in good faith. Meredith Kopit Levian, the chief executive of the Times, said Wednesday that the company has shown a clear commitment to negotiating a contract that provides the Times journalists with substantial pay increases, market-leading benefits, and flexible working conditions. Although that goes in that's directly contradicting what they say. They're not bargaining in good faith. They're just saying that probably because it came through a PR firm that they used their workers' hard-earned money, profits, to hire to make this statement. More than half of Paper's newsroom pledged to walk out, essentially sacrificing a day of pay. Participants included some of the most famous bylines in the world, sports reporter Jenny Vrentas said at Thursday's rally, as well as lower-paid colleagues who include temporary workers, security guards, and young fellows. What about crossword constructors? Just kidding. I don't think they work in the office. Although executive editor Joe Kahn pledged that the Times would still produce a robust report, he acknowledged in a Wednesday note to staff that it will be harder than usual. Boo-hoo. In addition to leaning on editors and overseas staff who are not covered by the union, the paper published work that staffers had prepared in advance. Well, a news alert with my name on it just went out. Reporter Annie Carney tweeted about her story on congressional approval of a same-sex marriage bill. It was a pre-written story ahead of an expected vote. I stand with the Guild. So they literally planned for this shit. They had stuff in the tank. They said, even if people walk out, we have enough stuff in the tank until we get enough scabs to post some shit. And here's what I also want to say. People sell their crosswords to the New York Times like far in advance, and then they get edited and stuff like that. So, none of the people that have constructed a crossword or selling them are scabs. Because, it's not like this person wrote it today. Whatever. And yes, you pay a subscription fee to get it. But, you... Shut up. Anyway. Others stayed on the job, though, including 2 White House reporters, surprise, surprise, who covered breaking news about Brittany Griner's negotiated release. Yeah, Brittany Griner's free, baby. Free Griner. Negotiated release from a Russian prison. It was the first major labor protest at the Times in decades. Since 1981, that's when my brother was born. Strike lasted for just 6.5 hours. In 2017, Times staffers staged a brief lunchtime walkout to protest staff cuts and other changes to copy editing operations. The dispute comes as several media companies are laying off employees, citing a challenging economic environment. Maybe get rid of the Midtown Manhattan office and get an office in Detroit. Anyway. Then I could be an executive assistant, a sexecutive assistant, and make $50,000 a year. That would be a treat, wouldn't it? The dispute comes as several media companies, I already said that. The Times, though, is widely considered one of the industry's rare success stories. Executives said that their latest, don't even say this, their latest earnings call that they had grown the newsroom and projected a total adjusted operating profit of between $320 million and $330 million by the end of the year. So what's it going to? Your bonus? Some staffers argue that they should share more of the fruits of this recent success after enduring stagnant wages and belt tightening during leaner times for the company. Damn right, they wrote the whole paper. They created the product that created the profit. That's their profit. They should own that. That's where it feels more than just a matter of disagreement on numbers, but really a slap in the face, said film critic A.O. Scott. We have devoted so much of our time, energy, work, and love to this paper, which seems unwilling to recognize or to reward that contribution. In negotiations earlier this week, the Guild saw a... Has this been playing? Oh no, it's muted. Thank God. I don't have my headphones in. I don't know what's playing and what's not. The Times is in good financial shape now, says investigative reporter Jennifer Valentino de Vries. And we think that our work should be valued more highly than what they're currently offering. I agree. I think everybody deserves more money, besides people that already have more than enough money. Levian, in her note to staff, argued that management's great care in restoring the Times to economic health enabled the newsroom's recent growth, and that the company already offers best-in-class pay and benefits. So what? Raise the bar. Other staffers have expressed concern that some colleagues are earning salaries that have not kept up with the cost of living in one of the nation's most expensive cities, some taking second jobs or dipping into retirement savings or constructing crosswords on the side to make ends meet, and that all have been hurt by wages that haven't kept up with inflation. All, not just Times employees. Women like me feel that too. Women. The two sides also haven't agreed on issues concerning the performance review system for employees and remote work policies. Times employees said they had rescheduled interviews and delayed work on major projects in advance of the walkout. It's painful. Ouch! Wow. Okay, here we go. Union members also urged readers to express solidarity with their cause by boycotting Times products for the days, including the addictive Wordle game. Some players, including Times employees, even explored time zone-related workarounds that would let them play while honoring the midnight to midnight boycott. So what? I'm supposed to go to a different time zone? For the first time, contract negotiations took place over Zoom, allowing more staffers to watch the company's lawyers respond to Guild arguments and probably increasing the newsroom fervor for this week's labor action. Employees threatened a work stoppage threat a week ago if a contract deal was not reached by December 8th in a letter to senior executives. Oh wait. Yeah, a week ago. As the deadline loomed, the two sides started to reach an agreement on some issues, but remained at odds on the topic of wages. Strikes typically happen when talks deadlock. That is not where we are today. We continue to trade proposals and make progress toward an agreement. Yeah, frig off. While the union hasn't set next steps at other media companies, day-long stoppages are a step toward longer strikes. For now, though, Times employees plan to return to work Friday. There it is. So I think I'll I've already accessed the page for today, and I've already given them the traffic that they're expecting, and like I said, the people who post it or sell it are you know, they're doing it far in advance. But you know, I just don't feel like streaming it today. I feel like I'm gonna do this one in the privacy of my own home. And I'd just rather talk about this boycott. I think people, you know, deserve some recognition for that. Try to give some solidarity, because I'm a union woman myself. Been in unions for years, and that's what I'm talking about, baby. So, what is this? It's a tweet. It's a private tweet. I'm ready for an all-worker strike too. Tomorrow's 5-letter wordle is union. Probably intended as funny. Spoilers are never welcome, and I nearly broke my neck trying to look away. Ha ha ha. Private tweet. Well, Grant Thackeray, I'm sure you constructed a great puzzle. And there's many people who have done it, I'm sure. But let's just say, fuck the New York Times. I'm not scared of them. What I am scared of is the super rich destroying us and stomping us. But if we as working people can come together, then they're the ones that have to be scared. Absolutely. No reason why we should be scared. We can all unify. If we get off these damn cell phones, we can unify. Get off these damn cell phones. Yeah, how's that ever gonna happen? Maybe I'll do the LA Times. That interface is fucked. Wall Street Journal, maybe. That interface is fucked too. New York Times has the best web interface for puzzles. It's a damn shame. Thank you for tuning in. And fuck the New York Times. Alright. Peace.